Hello, I'm Annie, and I'm going to read to you a program called Weekly Horoscope from Sunday, the 17th of July to Saturday, the 23rd of July, 2022. And this is specially for you coming from Cancer. Before I begin, here's my email. Send me this email if you wish to know your next 9 years based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and most importantly, reading your palms. Your palms belong to your soul. The soul is the one who's mapping it out every year, every month, every week. The changing of the lines and the changing of the signs is all the soul's work. And I'll show you how to reach that powerful energy, the soul, so that you can have your third eye wake up and so that you can have your aura shine and become the special person you want to be. And I will show you how your lucky colors and lucky gemstones and lucky days and lucky directions. We'll talk more about this later. So, the weekly horoscope, Sunday, the 17th of July. You coming from Cancer. This is not a good morning and afternoon for you at all. It spells of so much trouble from your past. So, problems of your past may revisit you. People you don't want to meet may find you. And whatever you do, it seems to be on the gloomy side. So, you're meant to be very disappointed one way or another. That's the plan. So rather than trying to do things beyond your control, try to do things within your control. Don't overstep the mark, or you'll be very disappointed with how it ends. And as I said, you may meet people from your past that you don't like. So stay away from groups of people you know is going to be a problem. Rather, don't go there. Evening and nightfall. You coming from Cancer, it becomes extremely lucky. That's how a day can change. And evening and nightfall, all solutions are found, and everything starts to work again. For example, morning and afternoon cancellations and delays and frustration. But evening and nightfall solutions are found. So wait till the evening nightfall. Be with people who you know can help you, whether for the job, whether for the business or money, whether for the friendship. You're going to have a splendid evening and nightfall. The trouble is, one or two of these morning gloomy, frustrated planets, they will come to visit you as well. They don't disappear into thin air. So avoid people that you know can make you gloomy for a start and stay away from situations that you know may end everything in disappointment. But you have every chance to get what you want evening and nightfall. Just plan for what reason you want to be with whom. And that's the way to make use of the situation in a materialistic way. Monday, the 18th of July. This is a nasty morning and afternoon. Very aggressive, angry planets are everywhere. And their duty is to make you aggressive and very angry, saying words or saying actions or doing things that are not really good for you to show and do. So, what can you do? Well, say less, do less, be part of a team, let others take charge. You're going to get it all very, very wrong. So, what can you do, whether at place of work or in business? Lie low and just manage what your responsibilities are there. Don't take on added responsibilities, you won't be able to manage them. And then you will burst out in energy. You will be a person who is just easily provoked. And you don't want that to happen. So lie low, be silent, carry on with your responsibilities and full stop. Evening and nightfall planets go fast, and they are not good planets either. They are the planets of unexpected badness, and they can produce accidents. In fact, the whole day from morning to late night, accidents will haunt you, whether on your own or falling down or bumping into something or another, or driving around and having such accidents. So expose yourself less to any kind of risk that might lead to accidents. Accidents can also be verbal. They can be financial accidents. These planets make you very daring and very impulsive as well. Taking out your checkbook and signing things or committing to things. Don't do anything of the sort the whole day because it's a losing kind of day. So evening and nightfall they make you rebellious, and the rebelliousness ends up with you having confrontations and anger with people you have. Sometimes it's better to just stay home rather than expose yourself to any situation. Tuesday, the 19th of July. Not so good and not so bad. The good side is that your popularity becomes much better. The bad side is that your ego seems to be very active. And when your ego is active, you become oversensitive to whatever is said and you become stubborn and you don't want to be part of a team. So control that ego side of you and you will have everything come very nicely, whether at work, in business, at home, or anywhere. Have lunch with somebody. You're going to be very pleasant and you're going to have that kind of aura which is very friendly. Evening and nightfall, planets start to move fast. They put you under stress. Either you are late or either others are late and you are not happy. Either you are in a hurry and therefore you can have accidents as well. So you need to plan the evening nightfall very carefully. Don't leave it to having to rush here and there late. You'll see that stress is created and accidents are result. And therefore, even talking and even deciding things, take your time because verbal accidents will lead to accidents of purchasing, which may be regrettable later. So just spend less and be with company of people who don't somehow irritate you either. And you yourself slow down in speech and slow down in action. Wednesday, the 20th of July. This is a very exciting and very lucky morning and afternoon. Your planning and your thinking and the way you say things and do things is ultra beautiful. So the planets of beautiness is all there. Dress your best, look your best. Something good wants to happen to you. It could be the person that you wanted to meet who suddenly shows up. Chasing for the romance, go right ahead. And everything you say and do can be very poetic and very imaginative. So at work, you want to speak to your bosses. Your ideas are going to be very welcome. And if you're in business, you want to also deal with people who are partners because partnerships will give you that added glow as well. So you can make money, you can make friends, and you can be very popular. Evening and nightfall, you are not going to be on the same wavelength. That's the main problem. You'll be very changeable. So your plans and the plans of other people just don't merge. So if you don't have to be out, sometimes better. But if you have to be out, then tell yourself to choose company very carefully. And if you feel that the company you're going to be in, like on a dinner table, if you're going to be sitting with people who are not on the same wavelength as you, then say less and do less and go home early is always better. Because hour by hour, as the conversation starts or the action starts, you will see that you just cannot jive with people. And then probably everything will fail. Thursday, the 21st of July. This is an excellent 100% lucky morning and afternoon and evening and nightfall. Very powerful planets are seen morning and afternoon. They can help you make money, job wise, business wise. So whether you're at work or whether you're in business, make the plan to meet people and you'll be able to convince them with very big ideas you may have. And you can easily set the ball rolling and get all that support. So financially, job-wise, business-wise, you have every chance to do something and meet people who can help you start something big. Evening and nightfall, you'll be inspired. And of course, you are still lucky. That inspiration makes you have the strength to decide for people. And whatever you say, people will agree. And that makes you become very lucky in the evening, nightfall, getting what you want, whether romance wise, business, job wise. Go ask people favors and you'll get what you want. This morning, afternoon, powerful planets, one or two of them will also visit you in the evening. So you'll have a chance to meet important people in the evening and nightfall as well. Friday, the 22nd of July. This is a 24-hour problem day. Morning and afternoon, very fast planets are seen. Then they make you impulsive. Impulsive for the wrong things to say and the wrong things to do. So say less and do less. Otherwise, you're going to land yourself into all kinds of commitments you wish you hadn't and all kinds of responsibilities you cannot cope with. So at work or in business, be careful that you can easily be blamed for things unfinished or done very wrongly. Things can go wrong unexpectedly means before you know it, it's always too late to mend it. So mind what you say, mind what you do, and slow down in thought and action. You may come up with inventive ideas, but these inventive ideas may be too far ahead of your time. So rather than splutter it out and talk about your action you want to do, keep quiet and work on these plans a bit longer. Evening and nightfall plans are moving very slow. So you're going to be delayed, or plans may be cancelled, or whatever you go, wherever you are with, it's going to be gloomy and it's going to be not nice. So if you don't have to be out, don't bother going out. That's the best way. Because some of your morning fast planets may come also in the evening nightfall. And while you're waiting for things to happen, and they are not going to happen, and you're going to be frustrated, and then you'll impulsively get angry. And that's when the evening nightfall becomes worse and worse and worse, making you stubborn as well. So if I were you, I wouldn't go out on this evening nightfall because nothing is anyway gained there. Saturday, the 23rd of July, you coming from Cancer. Very fast planets in the morning, afternoon. They make you a chatterbox, cannot stop talking with your plans and whatever you want to say. Trouble is, these planets are not positive. So they make you a chatterbox, keep on talking all the things you wish you hadn't. Because later on you'll find that people did not appreciate what you said. Keep your tone of voice steady because you can show anger as well. There's a planet of anger around. So anger planet and the fast planets together, they mean accidents, like driving around in a car or walking about or planning anything. The quicker you plan, accidents can happen because the results are going to be bad. So what can you do with a day like this? Be part of a team all the time in the morning, afternoon. Let somebody else help to plan whatever is being planned, morning, afternoon. And if you are at work, be careful. You could make some very bad mistakes, being in a hurry and therefore being blamed for things as well. Evening and nightfall are mainly anger planets. But some of these fast planets from the morning will also visit you. So anger and fast means accidents again. So what can you do? You'll have to be careful of the company you are going to be with. Walk away if you find that you are not on the same wavelength as people. Arguments will lead to worse, can lead to violence or lead to really bad language between you and other people. So sometimes on a day in the evening like this, it's better not to be out at all. Just stay home where the situation is under your control. That's much safer. Now, this 90-minute session. Well, firstly, I'll have your date of birth, time of birth, look at your palms. Secondly, I'll be able to help you to plan your next 9 years. And thirdly, I'll show you how to get the energies by interacting with the soul. You have a soul, I have a soul. Most of us only get the soul activated in our 50s, 60s, and 70s. But I'll show you how to get that earlier. And more than that, I will show you how to formulate your personal lucky lottery numbers. It's a system which I will teach you step by step. And once I can have you to meet your soul, which I will show you how to do it, you don't have to wait till your ages of 50s, 60s, and 70s. Once you do that, then you'll be able to have the special added energies to become a very special person because your third eye will open and your aura will start to shine. And that starts the beginning of something very special for you in everything in your life. That's how you see people get so lucky, sometimes so young. They have connected in one way or another, and these energies just explode out of them. And if you want to, for example, become very special in the sense of being famous, there are also ways to teach you. The bottom line is get the soul's activation on your side. Let the third eye open, let the aura shine, and there's nothing that can stop you after that. So here's my email. This 90-minute session will just cost you USD $50. USD $50. And based on that, 9 years, and based on your date of birth, time of birth, and looking at your palms, I will talk to you how to become very special. In the meantime, I wish you a good week. Thank you. Goodbye.